If you feel like your Facebook lead forms are wasting a ton of money and you're not getting really good quality leads in, you might be making one of these three mistakes. And it honestly takes not that long to fix. It's probably about 5 minutes a day. So let's get into it. When I start working with a new account and I see that they're getting really poor quality leads, it's probably one of these reasons that they tell me that the lead form quality sucks. And just so you know, this is not just some random. I'm a full-time Meta Ads freelancer. I specialize pretty much only in Facebook lead gen. I'm not an e-com guy. There are a lot of big names that you can follow on YouTube to get really good advice, but I find that they're pretty much all e-commerce people, so I thought I'd try provide a bit of a non-e-commerce perspective on this. So reason number one is people select the wrong performance goal. So what are performance goals? Basically, they're an ad set level setting that tells Facebook what kind of leads you want to get from the form. So you can choose between maximize the number of leads and maximize the number of conversion leads. So if you think about it from Facebook's perspective, they're probably dividing up the users into different behaviors or who is most likely to do a particular action. So most people are probably going to be passive scrollers. So those are the people who see awareness ads, but then you're going to get people who click but don't really buy anything. And then you get people who fill out forms and people who actually buy stuff. Obviously, the people who buy stuff are going to be the most valuable people. So they're not going to waste showing ads, awareness ads to people who are probably going to buy stuff. But what that means is when you use this performance goal that just says volume, they're actually probably showing your ad only to the people who fill out forms, not necessarily buy things, because they know they can sell the people who buy things for more money to another person. So that's why it's really important to make sure that you have this performance goal setting onto maximize number of conversion leads, not just number of leads, because otherwise they're just going to show your ads to people who love to fill out forms but not necessarily take any action. The second reason I see is a lot of people accidentally choose really crappy placements. So Advantage Plus is really popular these days in terms of targeting, but in lead generation, it can really work against you because it will have apps and sites, which are the audience network, turned on by default. And what you'll find is that your ads will show up in very helpful places, which are not helpful at all. They're basically garbage placements. So you can see here, for example, if you just have a headline that doesn't really describe what the offer is and an image that can't be understood, it might show up on an app and the image will be too small for someone to actually read. And then you're just going to get a lot of people, bots and so on random apps filling out the form because they're part of botting behavior and not really interested in your offer, as an example. So make sure that you have advantage placements turned off and you do manual placements and you remove the apps and site setting down at the bottom. So remove all three of them. The next reason is not moving leads in the lead center. So I'm quite surprised by this, but most clients I work with don't actually know what the lead center is. In short, it's basically a CRM-like tool, which is free from Facebook, and everyone's got one. You don't have to pay for it, and you don't really have to activate it or anything like that. You can access it from the Meta Business Suite, and you can move leads from one column to the other. So you can move leads from an intake column into the converted column. And what that does is it communicates back to Facebook who's actually responding to your ads in order to improve the targeting if you have the optimized for conversion leads setting on at the performance goal level that we just covered before. The other thing you need to make sure is that you have the data sharing setting set on. So when you click onto a lead, you'll see this on the left-hand column that it says data sharing, share business activities. There's a typo in there. Interesting. Share business activities to improve ads. I think they mean to improve ads. So make sure you've got that switched on, and then absolutely well and truly move people who actually convert into the converted column. It's a default column provided by Facebook so that they know who's actually converting on the back end of your ads. If you don't have anyone who's converted on your ads yet, you can move the people who've gone into the sales funnel in terms of had a meeting with a salesperson or had a call with the salesperson. If you've had nobody who's actually attended a call or had a sales meeting of any kind, you can actually just move people who pick up the call and then move those leads back out. So basically think of it like a temporary column. If you haven't got anyone who's converted, you put in people who've had sales meetings so you get more of those people. And then eventually you have conversions out of that. And then you move all the people who've had just sales meetings but haven't converted back into the qualified or the intake columns. But if you haven't had any of those, you can move people who at least pick up the phone into the converted column. So you get more people who pick up the phone, and then hopefully you get more sales consultations, more conversions, and then you move those people out and just keep the conversion peoples in. And it literally takes about 5 minutes a day. So headline wasn't clickbait. This is for real. It only takes 5 minutes. So those are the three reasons why I see lead form ads not performing on Facebook. If you have any questions about Facebook lead ads, just let me know. I'd love to answer them. Otherwise, have a good day.